friends, and welcome back to the Wildfire Pack, where we are currently being raided. Oh my goodness. Alright, we've got Holt and a bunch of wolves we have never met before. Hold on, what is going on? The Templetons are back and they already have 2 new pack leaders. What in the world is going on, you guys? Okay, given the numbers, I'm going to assume this is a subordinate that took over the Templetons, and this is maybe... No, so this male right here would have been Savannah's mate, who would have taken over, and then he would have brought in another female. We have Colt, and then a bunch of the pups of the year right now. Hold on, we're gonna need to name everybody because I really hate when we start to lose track of them. Over here we can see a bunch of the Templetons have dispersed and they are being taken over by these guys right here. So give me one moment. Alright, all I could think of was guns. So we've got Buckshot as their pack leader. This is Savannah's previous mate, who has now brought on a dispersal named Remy, short for Remington. We've got pistol, sniper, and rifle here as well. We can see all of these older wolves are passed away. We've got the pups in the 2000s, so this would have been Buckshot's, and so Savannah was 16 in the 16s, and these pups would have been Callie's pups this year, so sniper, pistol, rifle, these would have all been Callie's pups. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. Remy, you're gonna need to get off of Kindle. We also need to check our pup's health. This may be an instance where we do back off, because Timber is not about to risk his pup's life, and this is a lot of wolves, and we need to make sure that everybody is doing okay. Alright, so this signals to me when it's time to run. Kindle is already low health, so we are just going to go and not look back. The smarter thing to do is run and get out of here. At least we know who we're dealing with now, and we're just gonna run. Timber is not going to... We're not gonna run that way though! Jesus Christ! Okay, we're going to sprint away. Sprint out of this territory. And hope that they are not chasing us. Oh boy. I'm not gonna feel safe until we're in a different hex. Okay. We're in our own hex now. I think they got distracted by our carcass. That might be a wolf right over there. No, they were definitely tailing us. Ooh. Pay attention to the direction that you're running next time. Jeez. I was actually going to wrap up recording for this evening. But apparently that's not going to happen. I feel like we need to get really far away from these guys, because I think as soon as we sleep, they are going to take over more of our territory. And when we are feeling better, we will take it back, but Timber is just not going to worry about territory craziness with those guys. He took over who he wanted to take over. You know, yes, he is upset that they are encroaching in on his territory, and I hope I'm making it clear, you know, Timber is not trying to be a pacifist. He's not trying to say that he's never going to do war on pups again or anything like that, but he you know, he is keeping his pups and his pack's safety in mind. Before, he was just diving in and doing whatever he thought that he needed to do. He was spending the entire day away. Good job, Spark. He was spending the entire day away just hunting for the Templetons, trying to take over their territory, trying to do just way too much. And he got his pack into trouble with that and definitely risked their lives, and was not caring for them very good during that time. So, you know, he is just going to be playing it a lot more safe. He's not going to let his pride get in his way, and he just wants to enjoy his time with his pups. And if that means, you know, taking a little bit of an easier route and saying, okay, you know what, you want the east, we'll go to the west. No skin off our back. We're gonna do our own thing, and as long as they leave our pups alone and they leave our pack alone, which they're not, like, they raided us, they came after us, but we need to look after these guys. So we can see our forest down there. A beautiful, beautiful view of it. Why don't we... Actually, we do have a carcass up here. This might be that one from the bear, though, so there might be, like, literally one bite left. And then it's gone, but we can check it out. We can see. And we've got some wonderful elk up here as well. I think later in the season is when the elk are in our territory, and perhaps that's why the Templetons are moving in, because they are following the elk. What even is this? It's bones, you guys. We found bones. Oh my goodness. But our food is great. We are not hungry at all. So let's go ahead and get a sleep and see what our day holds in the morning. Hopefully we're far enough away from them that they are not going to be pushing in on us. I think we made it a few hexes away. So let's look down at our forest that we know we need to take back from these guys, and take a nice rest, because our pups desperately need to sleep. I feel like I've seen the stream before, and I've not seen the rocket taking off in the distance. I could be wrong. Let me know, but that looked different to me. Okay, everyone, are we feeling better now? Cole's minor injury has healed. Spark and Kindle still are low on health. Hopefully they will heal over time, but yeah, they definitely got pretty low. Just take a look at that territory. Nothing too crazy. Again, we really don't care about those, so we should head to the hexes that we do care about. Got a Templeton dispersal over here as well. That's probably, who was it that we saw the other day? It wasn't Cattail, it was Indy. Indy was in our forest and we kind of chased her off for a minute, but it seems like she is still sticking around, but that's okay. We're not gonna stress out about it. If we do hunt some elk, we probably would need the pups to stay out of it, so I think this is going to be another day of territory taking and healing. Oh my goodness gracious, really? If the Templetons have any sort of say about it, we're going to be fighting them, but we really just are not interested in that right now. They have a whole lot of wolves and they keep encroaching on our forest, and if they keep pushing that button, Timber is going to have to fight back with that, but at the moment he just really does not want to risk his pups, so we are just going to focus on the hexes that we know that we need to focus on and go from there. We'll see. Alright, well, we are able to track down another elk in our territory. right in the middle of our forest. We did have to tell Kindle to back off because she is down to 28% health, but what a wonderful find for these guys. We still have not addressed that territory takeover. Yeah, I kind of want everyone a lot healthier before we do that. Just not the smart thing to do at the moment. So we will leave it be and we will take over our forest when we need to. So far, I think they are technically like on this side of the river mostly, so you know, we are mostly interested in keeping everything on this side of the river. So we can go and check out how the river flows in between those two areas once everybody has eaten, and then we probably have to go down for a sleep as well. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably just want to keep heading more hexes this way, because when we sleep during an invasion, you can wake up in the hex that that they ended up taking over overnight. So we certainly don't want to sleep on our borders, so let's go a little bit more this way. We're gonna play it safe. We're gonna make sure that everybody is okay, and see what our morning holds. Okay, everyone. Well, I feel sufficiently far enough away from that invasion to be able to take a sleep, and hopefully nothing too crazy happens with those hexes, but I imagine that they are getting pretty darn upset at the wolves that we have killed from their pack, and they are certainly coming at us with a vengeance. Maybe Timber did bite off a little bit more and aggravate them even more. Oh, the hares have changed their coat. That's cool. But let's see in the morning. We're trying to stay positive and non-confrontational. We will see how long that lasts. Okay, everyone. Well, we are safe when we wake, so there is that at least. The pups are looking a lot healthier, and it looks like they are skirting up and around. Honestly, if they want that, they are more than welcome, and we will just take this back over, because we don't even really super care about these. We just want a nice little circle right in the middle. This Weasel Gulch is doing something. I mean, they're, I would imagine, a small pack, but they're doing their best. They're having to go through a whole lot of territory that isn't theirs to claim this one little square. That's really funny. They're ambitious little guys, I guess. But yeah, let's go ahead and check on their health. So Spark is doing great. Kindle is just a little bit more gung-ho when it comes to the hunting, and she kind of dives in a little bit recklessly, so she has definitely taken a little bit more damage. Blazing coal off together. That's so sweet. Well, good morning, everyone. Let's do our morning howl. Kindle's little face there with her beautiful eyes, and Spark doing a nice little relaxed face there. Good morning, my love. Hello. Shall we do a little roll? I know you want me to cool down, but I will never. Not for Nisha. She is such a love. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and probably head a little bit more this way and just probably shore up these. They're not looking too bad, but maybe we can find some more sense on the wind. Who knows? And just see what we can get up to with these guys. This hex is looking good, so we actually need to go much more west, and doesn't look like the wind is quite in our favor. Who do we have up here? the Stardust Dispersal. Do you guys think that we should start naming the dispersals? So we can still kind of keep track of them and maybe know what dispersals are pairing up with what packs. Because I would love to know what dispersal joined the Templetons and is their lead female now. There's a good chance that we would have ran into that dispersal before, but we didn't name her, so we just don't know. So I might want to start doing that and just try to pick something that is in theme with the dispersal pack that they were a part of. Because they would keep their pack name from their origin pack, just like if, you know, one of our boys dispersed, their dispersal would still say Wildfire. So, you know, the Elements pack and all of these things that we're seeing, these must be smaller packs, you know, from areas that we've just not seen before, or that they haven't taken over enough large territory to really make it on the map, so to say. Good. We have another minor injury healing. But yeah, I think I might do that because, yeah, I'm very curious what dispersals like are joining which packs. We have seen it. Obviously, Callie, she was a shadow dispersal, and she joined the Templetons. So their title obviously goes away when they join one of the existing packs, so we can kind of keep track of it that way. I think this is a little road right here. I remember, I think Timber's first elk hunt was actually pinning the elk up against, I believe, that mountain over there, and then we went up to the top, and then we found that little lake right in the middle. So yeah, this area holds a lot of memories. And we missed our scent post, so let's go back for it. Yeah, this is probably my favorite time of year when everything is really snowy. I think it's so beautiful. Should we just go ahead and take that hex from Weasel Gulch? I mean, it's so far for them to have to go. It feels like a little bit of trouble that we should maybe just take away from them, but maybe that's just me. Let's go ahead and chase these guys for a little while. See if anybody decides to run. We're just running around anyway, so might as well see if we can get anybody to fall, and then we can get our pups a little bit more experience. You're very, very slow, ma'am. She put her head back up, so maybe she isn't too hurt. Up on a mountain, eh? Nope, we're gonna keep our butts planted until you guys get off of this stupid thing. Hunting elk on a mountain just never seems to work out very well. Nisha's heading for a spike. Not sure why she would be doing that. Let's go and find out. Oh. Did you switch targets, Nisha? Now she wants this calf. Maybe she was going in for her own test bite. It's still not a very good calf, guys. It's really not. Blaze now seems convinced that this calf is a good idea. Maybe if we intercept Mom a little bit, the rest of the pack can do some damage on that calf. Oh no, they just left Blaze to deal with it all on his own. Don't worry, Blaze, I got you. Mom is in the dust, so maybe we can do a little bit more damage on this one. Mom's making her way over, but our wolves are faster. Yep, here she comes. Alright, we are probably in the range for an injury here, but we want to give the pups plenty of opportunity. to work on that calf. Perfect. Kindle took another big hit again. She's pretty brave when it comes to hunting, but she's not quite good at judging where the moms are. And to be fair, we've been hunting a lot of calves lately, which can be pretty difficult because obviously you have a mom kicking at you. So her getting walloped on all the time is pretty understandable. Alright, well, we got another bit of food for the day, and we're probably going to need to sleep yet again, just because we want to make sure that our health is looking as good as it possibly can. We may run and see if we can get just a little bit more territory, so I will bring you guys back once we decide what we are going to do. You know, one thing I didn't even put together was the fact that I saw Mucky on the Known Wolves tab. I didn't realize that that was under Weasel Gulch. So Mucky, which was that dispersal from the Swamp Lake pack that we just like quickly named, we didn't care about. We already had a Muck. I just named it Mucky. It's not a good name, but she is the leader of Weasel Gulch. So she made her own pack. She stayed in the north and is taking over her territory back, essentially. They're very small, but we know one of the pack leaders. So that is definitely why I want to name our dispersals. Another interesting thing that I was going through some of our dispersals down here. Let's see. Yeah, we can see a whole bunch of the Swamp Lake wolves are passed away, but it's cool because if we name them, we can see, like, if we would have named this male, which I remember seeing 1010 like a few times, if we would have named him, we would know that he moved elsewhere with his mate. So yeah, I think we're definitely gonna start doing that. I named one of the dispersals over here. The only unnamed dispersal that we didn't have was somebody from the Renegade pack, so we went ahead and named that one Anarchy. And yeah, hopefully if we stick with our themes, we'll kind of remember who it is that we're dealing with. The thing that made me think about it is we've got this Stardust female somewhere in our territory here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Somebody from the northern pack. She stayed, Mucky stayed, and made a pack of her own with another dispersal. Super curious as to who that would be, but yeah, I'm loving being able to learn about all the different wolves in our map and what they're getting up to. It is so fun. I'm so glad that the devs added that, because some people are really good at remembering numbers for like and actually being able to assign it to wolves or remember the personality of the certain number. Yeah, that just does not work for me. So I need to name something like immediately in order to be able to remember it. I believe J Plays can just go off of numbers for like, I don't know if you guys have been watching their Saga episodes. I'm sure you have. She's like the biggest Wolfquest creator now, but yeah, she can just go by the names and know who they are, and boy, that sure is not me. But yeah, let's just, oh, what am I doing? I am just chit-chatting. I'm up in territory that is not mine. Probably shouldn't even be. Honestly, I'm not even gonna finish peeing in that section because Big Timber has not messed with us at all, and I already feel bad about doing that. They have been so respectful of our boundaries. I honestly just hope that they don't even sent that and they just think that it came over from this hex and that we stayed in our hex. Just kind of a reflex to hike the lake and pee there. So So sorry about that. We need to go east. East. I said east. So sorry about that, Big Timber. We respect you and appreciate that you are leaving our pack alone, and we are going to do the same. Wow, what a wonderful way to wake up in the morning, huh? Let's check on our pup's health. Okay, Spark and Kindle are doing a lot better. Holy wolf salad! Who are you? Well, we met Big Timber, you guys! Oh no. Why, Timber, did you have to pee in their territory? Why? Oh my gosh, look at how old their female is. Yeah, these guys have been around for a while. Alright, let's name all these guys, and I think Timber's just gonna run. He didn't mean it. He's sorry. Yeah, he's gonna get out of there. He's very sorry. He did not mean it. And he's just gonna go. Okay, I feel like it's fitting. We went with a whole bunch of trees here. Aspen and Oakleaf are their pack leaders, and we are going to pick a direction and just run our little booties off. Sorry, guys. Timber just hiked his leg. He didn't mean it. Yeah, we don't want to fight with you. Not at all. So sorry. You lost this fight by fleeing, but at least you're still alive. Yeah, at least we're still alive. They are certainly going to be taking that territory, and eventually we are going to need to fight back on this a little bit, because we are certainly getting boxed in by everyone, and really the only safe haven we have is down here. So yeah, I think we're going to have to go back over to the east now that that invasion is over, and start taking over some of that territory that the Templetons took from us. If you guys can hear me over any of that howling at all, I don't know. But yeah, sorry, Big Timber. I feel like that is one pack that our Timber does not feel bad about just running from. Like, he is so far beyond interested in getting into a turf war with them. And now that we see how many wolves they have, holy cow. I mean, I know that the wolf fights increase with your pack size, but I mean, we'll only have 2 more wolves than we started with, and our previous raids were like 2 wolves, and I didn't even count them all. I guess I could do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They rolled up on us with 8 wolves, you guys. Yeah, that felt like a lot. That felt pretty excessive. Felt not necessary. Gosh, you pee in their territory one time and there they come. Gosh, I really hope that doesn't enrage them and start a war, because we really are not interested in that. We already have enough going on with the Templetons, and if you look at I'm sure I'm not really interested in counting all of these hexes, but yeah, we really don't want feuds going on with 2 of the largest territories and the largest packs. We already are dealing with that from the Templetons, and we certainly don't want that from Big Timber. They sound like a mafia, Big Timber. But yeah, oh my gosh, you guys. Alright, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. We are getting to the end of the episode. Just been doing a lot of running around and a lot of gaining experience for these guys. Now we can see Blaze and Spark really close to each other. You can see their coats are so similar. Blaze just has a little bit more of our tint, and Spark is a lot lighter. But yeah, let's get a little bit of affinity up with these guys and wrap it up for the day. We are going to be back with a little bit more territory taking, but our pups are doing well. We do need a little bit more food, but they are just about trained up. We just need to get them up to 80 pounds, and we will be moving on to the next chapter, the 3rd generation of our Wildfire Pack. Let's go ahead and catch some sunlight here. So thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode. I really appreciate it. Definitely leave a like on the video if you liked it and want to see more Wolfquest on the channel, and subscribe if you want to know when I post, because there is lots more to come with this family, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!